Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. If you go ahead and kindly subscribe, I'd gladly appreciate it. Enjoy the video and thank you so much for watching. Good morning, good morning. Today we're just going to discuss sarcoidosis and iron and the importance of iron when it comes to sarcoidosis. And then this buddy here, excuse the mess that I made on the jar, but this is spirulina powder. And I'm going to get into what this is, what it contains, what it does for the human body, and what it does for people with sarcoidosis. And I'll let you know why it relates and so forth and so on. I just want to talk about something. A few days ago, if you check my videos that I made earlier in my channel, you will see that a lot of times, my breath might have been a little shorter as I'm breathing. And I also had on my pendant cannula. Today, I have on the regular. I still may sound a little short in this video, but it won't be nowhere near what I was feeling in the others. So the reason being is because, like I said, I have lung involvement. There was damage to my lung scarring, which cannot be reversed. So no matter how well I feel, no matter how better I get, I will always still have the scarring and the damage. It is what it is. But I don't feel like I felt when I first got sick and when this first all went down, and it was terrible. But anywho, let's get into iron and its effects on people with sarcoidosis or people just with any type of disease. Anytime you're low in iron is considered to be anemia. Okay, and what I learned from my doctors is that anemia does not exist on its own. It doesn't just come out of anywhere. It's not its own separate disease. It is usually a sign and a complication of an underlying disease. So if you are anemic, you have some form of disease. What that disease could be, no one knows until you start having complications or unless you just start getting tested for any and everything. But there's some form of underlying disease going on. Okay? And a lot of times, people go, well, for years I was told, hey, you're anemic. I've been hearing this my entire life. You're anemic. You're anemic. Never took iron pills. Never took any iron supplements at all. And probably had I wouldn't be on oxygen at all. However, let me get to this. So iron is very necessary for the body because it produces a protein in the blood system called hemoglobin and myoglobin. Okay, there's two different ones. Hemoglobin carries oxygen to all of your organs. Myoglobin carries it to your muscles. Okay? Now, without iron, or if your iron is low, what do you think is going to happen? The oxygen that's necessary to keep your organs functioning and working properly, that is not going to happen because the iron, it doesn't have enough iron. Okay, so when my iron starts to get low, my toes, and this is just something I normally, I just recently discovered and paid attention to, but normally if my oxygen level, if my iron levels are low, my toes start to turn, like the nail will start to be like a little purplish. I'm gonna say it's like a purple color. And that's with iron pills. And I'll get into why there's a difference with iron pills and spirulina in a minute, because I take both. Now the iron pills still hold me up. I'm not like dragging. I'm not extremely tired. I'm not like, oh my God. I'm always have fatigue because that's a part of this disease. It just is what it is. But iron pills do help. And I take iron pills twice a day. I take 2 in the morning, 2 at night. However, spirulina, and there's 2 types of iron. There's rock iron and there's plant iron. And I don't get enough from, some people eat enough in the high iron foods that they get enough. I don't get enough. No matter how many iron foods I eat, I don't get enough. So, a girlfriend of mine pitched spirulina. We were on this. We're still on our herbs kick. We do herbs. She has other diseases, but we both anemic. So, you know, we went in with this whole spirulina thing. Now, spirulina is a plant-based iron, and what happens with the plant-based iron is the body tends to absorb it a lot quicker and absorb more of it versus the rock iron. The pills that you get from out of the drugstore, or if your doctor prescribes them, they're rock iron, which your body will absorb them, but not as much and not as as much absorption as the plant-based iron. So anytime I take the spirulina, the instantaneous energy level is like this. The minute I take it, I mix it with a little water. I mean, you can add, you know, water flavor enhancers. That's your business if that's what you choose to do. But immediately you feel it. Okay, like the minute you swallow it, you start to feel it going through you immediately. That's just how fast your stomach is absorbing it quickly. And it goes through your body. I mean, you can feel it go through you. And so I took this because I hadn't taken it in a while. And I was wondering, I was like, damn, why am I so short of breath? Because I've been short. I mean, not short like I can't breathe, but like when I tried to walk or go up the steps, I was getting real, like my lungs was feeling restricted, and I didn't understand why. But I hadn't taken this in a while. So I said, you know, last night, I was like, let me take some. Let me see if this is my problem. And boom. I took it last night. Yeah, I'm still on oxygen. I got scarring. I'm always have it. But the shortness of breath factor that I have when I don't take it versus when I do are two completely different beasts. Now, I still get short of breath because, like I said, I have scarring and damage. So I'll still get short, but I will not get short like that. Not as far as, you know, the shortness of breath won't be severe. You know, without spirulina, it's like to the second power. And then when I take it, it's a lot more, you know, I'm a lot more comfortable. I feel more as if I'm out of breath versus short of breath. And they are different, just saying. But this, I got this off Amazon. There's also blue spirulina powder. This one's green, but it works just as well. Like this one brings me back. Okay, because like I said, I'm not even on the pendant today. I'm on this one. Okay. And you can get that up Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description box with the link for that. Okay. I know a lot of times your doctor can prescribe for you to go for the intravenous IV iron. That one, it still doesn't work like this. This is unmatched for iron. I've had intravenous iron. I've had pill form iron. I still take pill form iron. And with the pill form iron, only one works good for me or to me. Hold on one second. And that's this one, which is Nature's Bounty. This is the one I always buy. The other ones I don't like. I don't like the way they make me feel. Nope. I don't get, like, you know, there's no constipation with this. None of that. So, this is it. This is the way to go. This is a really, really good one. Like I said, you need iron in your body because it produces a protein in your blood, which is hemoglobin. And without hemoglobin, without your hemoglobin numbers being normal, which is usually like a 12, 11 for a woman of my age, or a woman period is like 12, and I think men is like 13 to 15. If it falls below, you're not going to be able to breathe. You're going to be short of breath. when you breathe, but you won't breathe as great as you want to breathe. Also, if that falls short, then your everything is like a snowball of complications. So, and in your body without iron, if the organs are not getting the oxygen that they need, guess what's going to happen? They're going to start to malfunction. Because they can't breathe. They can't function. So they're going to start to malfunction because they're not getting enough oxygen. Everything in your body needs oxygen to breathe. It needs oxygen to function. It needs oxygen to operate. Without it, it will malfunction. It will fail. So if you have anemia, if you have sarcoidosis, and you have pulmonary involvement, or even if you don't have the pulmonary involvement, because let me talk about this for a minute. Another thing, kidney disease. This has something in it called, I'm trying to see, it starts with a P. I'm going to find the medical literature I found on it as well. But I think it's called FICO. I'm going to find the literature and I'm going to post it in the video. It's going to be on the slide, the next slide over. But there's a powerful ingredient in this that medical literature states stops the progression of kidney disease. This is all natural. It's an herb, spirulina. It stops the progression of kidney disease. Now, also, this gave me, the disease gave me, it scarred my kidneys. So it did attack my kidneys and it scarred them. So it gave me, I was around 34%. My creatinine was like 2.1, 11, something like that. For a while. Teetered between 1.8 and around 2.0. Somewhere around that, somewhere around there. And when I started taking this, because there was a point in time where I was taking this faithfully, like every day, twice a day. And I'll go get blood work routinely, so not a problem. And so I go and get my blood work probably, I'm going to say like 2 months ago. And my creatinine was at 1.4. And my kidney function was up to 52%. Whereas prior, it was at 34. That's a whole stage down. Because when you come to kidney disease, there's stage 3B, stage 3A. So I went from 3B to 3A. And the creatinine dropped about 50 points. Which was good. Because your creatinine should be at 1.0 or less. Okay, so now 1.4. And the kidney function is at 52%. Which I did a whole dance. Excuse me. Ooh, I just hit my arm. I did a whole dance up in here, okay? Hello. Hello. So, yes, this also helps with kidneys and kidney function. And I'm going to post the medical literature that I found online that supports that. So, yes. Get yourself some. Get yourself some. I bought myself back. I'm like the Phoenix. I have a lot more. I have a couple more herbs I'm going to put up. But they're going to be in different videos. But this here is good. This is good. And it lasts a long time. So don't be afraid of the price. Because I've had this for about 6 months. And I'm still not done. There's still a whole bunch in here. All right. So, just definitely pay attention to your iron levels. If you do have sarcoidosis, if you are on oxygen, or if you're anemic. If you start to feel short of breath, maybe your iron's low. But keep that handy. If you don't want to take it every day, you don't got to, but at least you have it in case you start feeling the symptoms. Because I'm telling you, the snowball effect of complications are not worth it. Take the drink. I'll see y'all in the next video. Have a good day.